said, my name's Jill, and I'm one of the volunteers for the Restored ministry here in Living Springs. Sarah spoke last week and gave us all an update on our first year, and she's asked me to speak from the point of view as a volunteer. First of all, I'd like to say, did you notice the red chair when you walked in? Or perhaps you walked past it thinking it was just somebody's jumper. Mm-hmm. It's all too easy just to walk past, but it's actually there to raise awareness. It's part of a national campaign raising awareness of domestic abuse. Since the launch of Restored, the more I heard about it, the more I felt I'd like to be involved. Many years ago, I worked with victim support with the police, but not directly with victims of domestic violence. Now, my intention was just to help in the background, to be an enabler, to be praying, supporting. God obviously had other ideas, and so did Sarah. I have to thank Sarah as our leader for her patience, her gentle persuasion, and her encouragement to be fully involved. Why? Well, I finished my training as a volunteer back in June, and the last 5 months have been absolutely amazing. Very humbling, but a great, amazing experience. You see, as a team, we have the privilege of walking alongside victims of domestic abuse, both men and women, although our focus has mainly been on women this year. There's a New Testament Greek word called paraklesis, and it's from 2 words, para, to be alongside, and kaleo, which means call or come. So together they effectively mean being love with skin on. And that's our goal. That's our goal as a team. We're able to fill the gap that's often left by professionals and other charities. We can help victims. They'd be looking at the landscape in front of them, and maybe they just can't see the way forward. But we're by their side to encourage the ladies to take that initial step on their journey of healing, self-recovery, rediscovering their identity and their self-worth. Now in practice, this could be anything from just signposting, perhaps to another agency, offering help by attending a police station with them, going to court with them, or just being with them, having a cup of tea and listening, being someone that they can talk to. The journey isn't easy. There have been times of laughter, yes, but there's also been times when we've cried with them together. Times as the landscape becomes clearer. It's clearer for them, but we're also there to pick them up if they should fall. And it's been a real blessing of genuine new friendships. So whilst practical help is obviously necessary, our ministry also offers spiritual help through the gospel of Jesus Christ, because Jesus is often the deepest need that any of us have. Christian faith is foundational to this ministry, and we're so blessed to have all of you as our church family supporting us generously financially, but also in prayer. And I know that I couldn't be part of this team, I couldn't do this work without that prayer. And it's amazing to have this great team behind me that are also praying for me. So I ask you please to check the Restored information table, which is always up in church over the side there. Different information. Please look at it. Please take it. Please pass it on. Take the Bible tracts. Pass it on. You never know when God's going to put you in a situation where you might just have something that you can hand to a victim who needs that sort of help. And you can point them to us. As I've already said, we do thank you for everything you do to support us financially as well, but we are a charity. Everything that we do is because it's funded on donations. And today we've got a table over there with some of the craft items that the ladies have made from a Friday morning craft session. We've still also got our books out in the foyer, which are there most weeks. So please, we'd be very grateful of any donations. And if any of you are interested in becoming a volunteer, If God's just given you that gentle nudge, then do speak to Sarah or one of the team, which also includes Matt, and he would love to have more men or guys along helping him. God may take you out of your comfort zone, as he did me. You know, initially, yes, it was hard, but he will equip you. And as Brian said right at the beginning, if he calls us, he equips us. An amazing thing happened, well, I thought it was amazing this morning. I read through my notes, as I often do, and I noticed a message had come through, and there was a picture on it. And to me, it just encompasses a lot of what I've said about ladies stepping out in faith into the an unknown landscape, and about us taking the light of Jesus. You might not be able to see it very well, but that's what came through this morning. That's not a coincidence, that's a God incident. God is blessing this ministry. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. So in a seamless way,